Hey ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kenobi here, back again to bring you my review of Legend of Korra, Book 4, and today we review Episode 4. So, Episode 4, this was another awesome episode, like, oh my god, just, wow. I mean, this season is just gonna keep getting better and better, and I really am having fun with this season than I have had with Avatar in a long time. So, let's get started. So, of course, you know, we get to see what's going on. Of course, now that, Toph and Korra aren't, trying to, now that Toph isn't teaching Korra how to, bend now, she's actually, trying to just get her to do something. And Korra is just so angsty now that she's around Toph, you know. She wants to pretty much learn what happened, you know, like all the stories she wants to hear. And quickly we see that Toph just, you know, says, well, what's to tell? You know, like, for example, she asks, how did you teach Aang earthbending? And she says, well, what's to tell? I mean, I threw a bunch of rocks at him, he whined, and Sokka got stuck in a hole. And that is just so funny because, you know, she's pretty much just summing it up, and, you know, that is just a beautiful thing, you know, like, that's what I love now about Toph, you know, her sense of humor was just so great. I think it's better now than it was back then. But also, we get to see Momo, Jinora, and Ikki go out and try and find Korra to try and bring her back to Republic City to help out with the Earth Kingdom crisis. So, immediately, we see they're just trying to go around, and Jinora is trying to track her energy, but she's having a hard time doing that, because Korra is in the swamp that Aang was, and I think that it's, interfering with her locking on to her energy. And we also see that Ikki gets captured, but she's able to stall while Momo saves her. And that was a pretty good action scene. Let me fix this. Sorry. Let's fix this here. There we go. That's better. Now you can see me. So, while that's going on, we still see, you know, Korra is trying to conquer her fears. And this may be a bit familiar. I'm going to bring it up because I don't know if anyone else will, but we get another movie reference, but this time it's from Batman Begins, where Korra is trying to learn to let go of her fear. She's trying to conquer it to move on so she can face whatever threat comes her way. And Toph brings up a good point. You can't fight your new enemy if you're still fighting your old ones. And it's here that she goes to the Spirit Tree. That's what I'm calling it. I'm sure it has another name, but the Spirit Tree actually makes another appearance, and it's so good to see it's growing still, because the last time we saw it, it was back in The Last Airbender Season 2, where the guy who was the Swamp Thing, that's what, I'm sorry, he told them what it does. And finally, Korra is able to reconnect with herself. She's able to let go of her fears. And it's here that Korra finally gets to reunite with Jinora, Momo, and Ikki. And it's just a sweet, tender moment, you know. It's so good to see all of them together again. And there's actually one funny bit we get with Toph and the kids. You know, she meets Aang and Katara's grandkids, and she says to them, your grandpa was a real pain in my butt. And then Momo is actually able to figure out who she is because she's old, she whines, and she's blind. And then, you know, Toph and Momo instantly, you know, have a connection there, and I like that, you know, because Momo actually is like Toph a little bit. So yeah, and then the ending. Holy crap, this ending is where we finally put an end to it, and we finally can get moving on to await what other greatness this season is going to give us. So we see that Korra is able to bend the poison metal out of her from her arms into an orb, and as soon as she gets it out, Toph traps it in a little coconut, and then that is where Korra is all better. She's able to actually reconnect to the Avatar state, and she gets herself back into Avatar shape. So now we get to the ending. We get to see Jinora, Ikki, Momo, and Korra ride on Pepper back to Republic City, and it's really a shame that this is the last we're going to see of Toph. She may make an appearance at the end of the season, but let's hope so. So yeah, this episode, what more may I say? I mean, this is another damn good, flawless episode. You know, there's not even that much action, which some people would find, a little disappointing, but no, it's actually, it's actually like a 4-part series. We're getting the 4th and final part to see what's going to happen. Is Korra going to go back to Republic City, or is she going to stay in the swamp to try and reconnect with her Avatar state? And she does both. She reconnects with her Avatar state, and then she goes back to be useful again. So, yeah, guys, overall, another good, amazing episode. Just an overall flawless episode. Can't wait for the next one. So, I'm going to give Legend of Korra, Book 4, Episode 4, I'm sorry, I keep saying 4. So this episode gets a 9.5 out of 10. Overall, amazing episode. Loved all of the small bits here and there. And tune in for my next review, which is going to be Constantine. Until then, this is Richard Kenobi saying, be air, my friends.